Hi all my Chabos, just want to briefly let you know what happened in Hatyai. Now in Hatyai, as you see this boy, actually he was staying next to, actually opposite of my room. I rented a room in near the bus station, Hatyai bus terminal, very near to the Hatyai bus terminal. And I believe that area, that property is already infiltrated by the communists. The owner could be a Thai of a Thai citizen, but the communists, because they got money, they probably either brought the whole property or rent the whole property. So I do not know. When I was there, actually I used Ng Beng Kiat passport to rent a room there, and I pay about 3,500 something like that for the property there, for the rent per month. And what happened is that the guy next to me, the boy claimed to be a communist leader's son. He is also a communist. I do not know what is his age, but probably is already in a high school. What happened is that he asked me to kneel down before him. I do not know what reason I, whether he is a communist leader son or what, I do not know. I have no idea who the hell is he, and on what ground he asked me to kneel down. So it is very questionable how the communist system work. But from what I noticed is that whether it's this little boy or my grandfather, they always like me to kneel down uh, in front of them, which I find it ridiculous. Even my mother also the same. So I really do not think this is the way forward. Uh, I believe there are some sort of fascism in their ideology. Now fascism is exactly what happened during the Mao Zedong time, where millions have been sacrificed, millions has actually been attacked, and many of the industry also during the Cultural Revolution were destroyed because of Mao Zedong egoism and fascism. Now, I do not want to talk about politics. What happened in Hatyai is that this boy actually used a knife to stab me at the back when I refused. Because when I came out from the room, he asked me to kneel down. I said, no, I do not know you. There is no reason for me to kneel down. You are just another tenant, or whether tenant or owner, you are just live in the opposite, stay in the opposite room. I stay in my room, you stay in your room. Well, we do not want to attack or do not want to care about each other. So that is me. I was actually very friendly with them initially, but they are getting more and more ridiculous, demanding a lot of crazy move, a lot of this protocol, asked me to kneel down and all that. And there's also an old lady, there was also an old lady there, claimed probably is a young boy grandmother, also was also staying there. Now I do not know who are they. I am not interested to have anything related to them. I also have I believe they are related to my father side of the family. Could be my father other's family children, which is my step brother. Could be my step brother or could be my cousin. That means my father siblings children. So it does not matter whether they are related to my father or not. I already disown my father, which means that whoever related to my father has nothing related to me. And I state this very clear, whether to the British or to the America, that I do not have any affiliation with my father's side of the family. Right until now, I do not know who is my father. So I do not know who is my father, but I know my grandfather has been contacting me, claiming, ask me to infiltrate US because I do speak good English and all that. He was asking me to infiltrate US when I was in Penang. Right now, no longer ask me to infiltrate US, but I do not know what is their motive, what they are trying to do, and ultimately what are they trying to achieve. I do not know, but I know they are very established in Singapore. They literally live like a king in Singapore where they can commit all sort of crime with impunity against the law. That means they are not actually not being encumbered by the wrath of law in Singapore. So what happened is that this boy actually stabbed me many times. He stabbed me at my back before. I ignored him. The first time I ignored him, I think I'm too good already. The second time he stabbed on my butt, my backside, and then I grabbed the knife and I stepped back. And then after that, I think he called either his father or my father or whoever, my uncle, to retaliate. There's one day when I came back, and I entered the room. Just before I entered the room, he there's one adult grabbed a knife, I think like this long, probably around 1 feet, and slaughter me, trying to kill me, trying to chop off my throat, trying to slice my throat. But I grabbed the hand and I stepped back. I stepped them back. But I know they are all along. I know these people are communists. I'm trying to flee Hatyai and trying to come to Bangkok. But I went to almost all the bus station. I stayed near the bus station. I went to most of the booth. Asking them for a bus ticket to Bangkok. But the first thing they asked for me, not only the price, the bus ticket cost, they're also asking for passport and also ID card, which I do not have at that time. I still do not have now. So the problem I'm facing is I do not have a paper in order to come to Bangkok to ask embassy for help. So I have no choice. But ultimately, how I came is that I paid and I believe this is also arranged by the communists. I paid a ticket to van, the private van. So I came by a private van, and halfway through they stopped me and demand money, 5,000 baht ransom, 5,000 baht ransom, in order for them to continue the journey. So actually, my journey to Bangkok is not smooth. Halfway through to Bangkok, I was the van driver refused to. The van driver, this is a picture. I managed to take the van number. Did not manage to take the driver, but I can recognize the driver face. And also a monk. I think the monk also a fake monk. So these communist people, they are very resourceful and they are very influential. They can penetrate, they can infiltrate any agency or any private company entities without a problem, even in Thailand. So that is a problem I faced. I think I was being abandoned in a place called Sub Takao or something like that. And then I took another bus. I walked for miles, I think at least 10 kilometers to another station, actually to 7-Eleven. And then I managed to get a tuk-tuk or a motor. I think the 7-Eleven guy helped me to call somebody to fetch me to a bus station. And then from there, I took a bus to Bangkok. And that's how I end up in Bangkok. And also in Bangkok, a few nights I was in a McDonald's. I do not have accommodation. The same problem prevail, which I do not have a passport in order to check into a hotel. Waited until Ng Benket arrived. Actually, I lost my card, ATM card, and then Ng Benket arrived and booked a hotel. So that's when I brought her around, show her around Bangkok. So that is a picture. I show her around Bangkok. So this is a story with this communist boy. I think they are still living in the Mao Zedong era where they are very fascist, very extremely fascist, very extremely demanding people, whether it's their subordinate or somebody they're trying to subjugate, to kneel down as a sign of obeying or submissions. So this is what I cannot tolerate, because there's a devoided of knowledge, and there is involved zero intelligence. This kind of blindly submissions, blind faith, I will call, will have a very severe negative repercussions in the later. That's why I do not want my children to end up like them. I also not favor nepotism. So I want my children to really study mathematics and also science. These two are very important, as well as geography and history, so that he is really competent when he come out to society. I also hope I can train him myself, so that he can be truly competent. So I hope you can be aware of my father's side of the family. They also tend to be very manipulative, so you have to be very careful with them. They are very manipulative, and they always like to mix those enemy, especially those that attack me before, to a person, people like you. So I hope you do not easily fall into their trap. So this is my message. Also in uh, in childcare, also there are incident where there's an old woman stab me, and that is from Genting. She claimed to be Genting, and true enough, there's a man from Genting came and stabbed me. So I do not trust any staff from Genting. If they really wanted to be part with me or to work for me, I would afraid they came to infiltrate my business with the intention to sabotage my business. So all these people from Genting, whether they portray or whether it's drama or not, they're trying to look like they are royal to me or what. I will not take them permanently first. It will be a contract staff until I see probably and need another 3 to 5 years to see whether they are royal or not, before I give them any major role. I will not give them any major role or any major positions. In fact, I do not prefer any staff from Genting or any staff from my father's side to work with me. At the moment, the best is to not take any Chinese, because Chinese, they are race. I'm not saying Chinese are bad. I do love Chinese. I do love Chinese people, and communists just consist of a tiny, probably less than 1% of them. But there are risks involved, and their trend is to sabotage, is to infiltrate, and then after infiltrate they sabotage. And they are also very manipulative. Like right now, for example, when I talk about Genting conduct a mass fire, purposely put a mass fire on Indonesia, and I believe Genting and my father's side of the family, they have a very good tie with the Indonesian government, and they also might bribe the Indonesian government. So in fact, when I was in Malaysia, I was in Kuala Lumpur, the Indonesia president actually came to fetch me, but I refused to go, because I know Indonesia and my uncle, they are very close. Even right now, my uncle bought a huge plot of land in Bogor, in Jakarta, somewhere near Jakarta. So there is a huge risk for me to be in Indonesia, because they are right now one of the biggest landowner in Indonesia, and they are very influential. They are very powerful in Indonesia. They can literally kill anyone in Indonesia. So that's why I'm also afraid. Now, despite they commit a lot of crime, and despite they themselves do not like Indonesians, they kill a lot of Indonesians. But the true fact is that the elites in Indonesia, they only care about money. The problem with Malay is that they only care about money. They do not care about anything else. Whether law or what, it does not matter to them. So that is the kind of problem that I'm facing. The reason why I prefer Thailand instead of Singapore, also for the same reason. I want you to be very careful with Singapore, because most of my grandfather, my father's side of the family, they are based in Singapore, and there are intense inheritance rivalry in Singapore, where at the superficial level, that means in front of you they pretend to be very nice, but at the back they will stab you with knife. So this is the kind of people that is the kind of scene, I will call it a kind of scenario that is very prevalent in Chinese society, including Singapore. So I hope you can be cautious with them. Do not go to Singapore at the moment. Singapore is full of them. Singapore also they have impunity against the law. No doubt Singapore is a very safe country, but for the commoner, not for this elite. This elite basically are ruling class. They are considered ruling class. They can do away with law. So I hope you just be aware of them. To be careful. Do not easily fall into the trap. Do not easily believe anyone. So this is a message I left for you. I'm trying to get an ID. Once I got ID or passport, I can do business. I can continue my life. Then I can provide whatever necessary for our family. But at the meantime, I hope you can come and meet me up so that we can discuss. We can sit down and discuss rather than put video in YouTube. I do not like to communicate over public platform. It's supposed to be just between me and you. So I hope you can come to me. We can sit down and discuss what to do. And if I do not have an ID, I can borrow your passport first to rent a room, and then we do online business. Do online business to earn some money first, and then while I try to figure out how to get a passport, a citizenship. If I can get a Thailand citizenship, then that is the best, because Thailand have a very good business opportunity, a very good business outlook for me, especially when I look at the property, and of course the turnover is very good. The turnover rate means in terms of the cost, that means a comparison. Let's say 1 million US dollars if you invest in Thailand, and 1 million you invest in other country. The outlook here is much better. The return is much better. It could be 4-5 million within a year, as compared to other country. You probably can just get back 500,000 for 1 million you invest in a year. So in terms of business opportunity, I see there's a huge potential here, but we need to learn Thai language. I'm still trying to learn, trying to pick up the language, and I hope we can sit down and we can discuss. And I also do not know what is your strength, what kind of business you are good at. We need to sit down and discuss.